Practical Stoicism for Daily Living. Lessons from Massimo Pigliucci. The historical context of Stoicism. To fully appreciate Stoicism as a philosophy for ordinary life, it's essential to understand its historical roots. Stoicism emerged during a time of great social and political upheaval in ancient Greece and Rome. The Hellenistic period, marked by the death of Alexander the Great and the rise of Roman power, was characterized by uncertainty, war, and shifting power dynamics. People sought stability and guidance in a world that seemed increasingly chaotic, and philosophies like Stoicism provided that anchor. Founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE in Athens, Stoicism quickly gained followers due to its practical approach to life's challenges. Unlike other philosophical schools that focused on abstract metaphysics or elitist intellectual pursuits, Stoicism was concerned with how to live a good life in a turbulent world. The Stoics taught that by cultivating virtue and understanding the nature of things, one could achieve a state of tranquility and resilience, no matter the external circumstances. The evolution of Stoicism over time. Stoicism evolved over time, with notable contributions from philosophers such as Cleanthes, Chrysippus, and later, Roman Stoics like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Each of these figures added depth and nuance to the philosophy, making it more accessible and applicable to different aspects of life. Seneca, a statesman and advisor to Emperor Nero, wrote extensively on how Stoicism could be applied to personal development, ethical decision-making, and the pursuit of a virtuous life in the context of public service and political intrigue. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-teacher, emphasized the importance of inner freedom and self-mastery. His teachings focused on the idea that true freedom comes from controlling one's reactions and desires, regardless of external conditions. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, applied Stoic principles to governance and leadership. His personal reflections, later compiled as the Meditations, offer insights into how Stoicism can guide decision-making, leadership, and personal integrity in the face of immense responsibility and pressure. These Stoics demonstrated through their lives and writings that the philosophy was not just theoretical but deeply practical. It was designed to help individuals lead fulfilling lives, whether they were emperors or slaves, soldiers or scholars. Stoicism and the art of contentment. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the art of contentment, finding peace and satisfaction within oneself, rather than in external circumstances. This is particularly relevant in today's consumer-driven society, where people often equate happiness with material success, status, or the approval of others. Stoicism teaches that true contentment comes from within, from living a life aligned with one's values and virtues. According to Stoic philosophy, contentment is achieved by focusing on what is under our control and letting go of attachments to things that are not. This includes our desires, aversions, and the pursuit of external rewards. Instead of chasing after fleeting pleasures or avoiding discomfort, Stoics practice accepting life as it is, finding joy in the process of living virtuously and fulfilling one's duties. For example, a Stoic would approach a difficult situation, such as losing a job or facing a personal setback, not with despair, but with acceptance and a focus on what can be done to improve the situation or learn from it. This mindset shifts the focus from what is lost to what can be gained through resilience, adaptation, and the pursuit of wisdom. The role of negative visualization. A unique practice in Stoicism is premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization. This involves contemplating the possibility of loss, failure, or hardship before it happens, not to dwell on negative outcomes, but to prepare oneself emotionally and mentally for any eventuality. By imagining worst-case scenarios, Stoics believe that we can reduce fear, build resilience, and appreciate what we have more deeply. Massimo Pigliucci and other modern Stoics advocate for this practice as a way to cultivate gratitude and diminish the shock of life's inevitable difficulties. For instance, by regularly contemplating the loss of a cherished possession or even a loved one, we learn to value them more and are better prepared to cope with such losses if they occur. This practice can be applied in various aspects of life, from preparing for a challenging project at work to considering the impact of potential health issues. Negative visualization is not about pessimism but about facing reality with a clear-eyed perspective. It encourages individuals to live in the present, cherish what they have, and approach life's challenges with equanimity. The Stoic view on success and failure. In contemporary society, success is often measured by wealth, status, and power. However, Stoicism offers a different perspective, defining success not by external achievements but by the quality of one's character and the degree to which one lives according to virtue. In this view, true success is internal and self-determined, based on the integrity of one's actions and decisions rather than the outcomes they produce. For Stoics, failure is not inherently negative. It is an opportunity for growth and learning. Failure, when met with a Stoic mindset, becomes a teacher, revealing areas for improvement and resilience. This approach to success and failure is particularly empowering for ordinary life, where external circumstances can be unpredictable and beyond one's control. Pigliucci emphasizes that by adopting a Stoic view of success and failure, individuals can free themselves from the anxiety and pressure of living up to external expectations. Instead, they can focus on personal development, ethical living, and contributing positively to the world around them. The Stoic approach to adversity. Adversity is an unavoidable part of life, but how we respond to it is within our control. Stoicism teaches that adversity is not just something to be endured but a vital part of personal growth and development. Challenges, whether they are minor inconveniences or major life crises, provide opportunities to practice and strengthen virtues like patience, courage, and wisdom. A Stoic might approach adversity by asking themselves, "What can I learn from this situation?" Or, "How can I respond in a way that reflects my values?" This proactive and reflective stance transforms adversity into a meaningful experience, rather than something purely negative. Massimo Pigliucci often cites the example of how Marcus Aurelius, despite facing wars, plagues, and personal losses, used Stoicism to maintain his composure and lead with integrity. By viewing each challenge as an opportunity to practice virtue, Marcus was able to find meaning and maintain his moral compass, even in the most trying circumstances. The importance of community in Stoicism. While Stoicism is often seen as a philosophy of individual resilience, it also places great importance on community and relationships. Stoics believe that humans are inherently social beings and that living in harmony with others is essential to a good life. This includes fulfilling one's social duties, helping others, and contributing to the common good. In ordinary life, this means cultivating healthy relationships, being a supportive friend, family member, or colleague, and engaging in acts of kindness and service. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on the well-being of others, we not only improve their lives but also enrich our own. Acts of generosity and compassion are seen as expressions of virtue and are integral to a Stoic life. Massimo Pigliucci encourages modern Stoics to engage with their communities, whether through volunteer work, mentorship, or simply being a positive influence in their social circles. By doing so, Stoics fulfill their role as citizens of the world, contributing to a just and harmonious society. Stoicism and the pursuit of happiness. Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism is not a philosophy of detachment or emotionless living. Instead, it is deeply concerned with the pursuit of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or happiness. However, Stoic happiness is not the fleeting pleasure of indulgence but a deeper, more stable form of contentment derived from living a life of virtue and reason. Happiness, in the Stoic sense, comes from fulfilling one's potential as a rational and moral being. It is achieved by living in accordance with nature, practicing virtue, and maintaining a balanced perspective on life's ups and downs. This kind of happiness is enduring because it is not dependent on external circumstances but on the consistent application of Stoic principles. Massimo Pigliucci's work often highlights how Stoicism can lead to a fulfilling and happy life by helping individuals focus on what truly matters. By prioritizing inner growth, ethical behavior, and rational thinking, Stoics cultivate a sense of purpose and well-being that withstands the trials of life. Stoicism as a lifelong practice. Finally, it is important to recognize that Stoicism is not a quick fix but a lifelong practice. It requires dedication, reflection, and a willingness to continuously improve oneself. Stoics see life as a series of opportunities to practice virtue, learn from experiences, and grow as individuals. Pigliucci encourages modern Stoics to view their philosophical practice as a daily commitment, much like physical exercise or maintaining good health. This includes regular self-reflection, studying Stoic texts, and applying Stoic principles in everyday situations. Over time, this practice leads to a more resilient, ethical, and fulfilling life. Conclusion: Stoicism's timeless relevance. Stoicism's enduring appeal lies in its practicality and universality. It offers a robust framework for navigating life's challenges, cultivating inner peace, and living with integrity. Massimo Pigliucci's work has been pivotal in bringing this ancient philosophy into the modern age, making it accessible to anyone interested in leading a better life. For those seeking to find balance in a chaotic world, to build emotional resilience, or to live with greater purpose, Stoicism offers invaluable guidance. It teaches that a good life is within everyone's reach, not through wealth or fame, but through the consistent practice of virtue, rationality, and mindfulness. In this way, Stoicism remains a philosophy not just for the extraordinary, but for every ordinary life.